In this video, I'm going to show you how to generate an SSH key pair using the ssh-keygen command. Hit enter to save to the default location. I wouldn't recommend setting a passphrase here because it'll ask you for it each time you use the key. We could run the ls command on the .ssh directory to see what was generated. You'll see id_rsa, which is the private key, and id_rsa.pub, which is the public key. Don't share your private key. We can cat the public key to take a look. Now we can copy this to any Linux server and use it to log in instead of having to type in a username and password. We can do that with the ssh-copy-id command. Type in ssh-copy-id space -i, and then we'll point it to the location of our public key. You can tab through to autocomplete the command. Type in the hostname or IP address of the server you want to copy it to. Enter in the password of our destination server, and our key is copied over. So the next time you SSH to our server here, it will use the public key by default. We can check the authorized keys file on our server and see that our key has now been added. We've generated our keys and copied our public key to the authorized keys file on another server. Key authentication will be used by default. However, there's still a way to connect to our server using a username and password. I'll demonstrate that here. You can probably guess why you wouldn't want this. So I'm going to show you how to disable password login and force the use of keys instead. We'll need to edit our sshd config file. We want to uncomment PubKeyAuthentication and make sure it's set to yes. Next, we'll uncomment password authentication and make sure it's set to no. Lastly, we'll change use PAM from yes to no. WQ to right quit Vim. Next, we'll need to restart the sshd service. Let's exit the session and go back to our original server. We'll try to force the server to use password authentication and bypass key authentication like we did before. As you see, we get a permission denied message, and it informs us it's only going to accept key authentication. Remember, key authentication will be used by default. Let's try connecting again. We've now made our server a little bit more secure.